coming on in. I just felt like going live. Let's see if I am live. I'm live. Okay, cool. Just waiting to see if it is all working. Okay. Hey people. I had a few minutes and I wanted to come online and I just wanted to talk about, yay, hello everyone coming on in. I just felt like talking about what it means to be in the invisible phase of preconception of what it is you're manifesting and before the external reality kind of lands, and what we can do to feel empowered over our own journey, over our own gifts and abilities, over our finances, over our relationships. I just feel like the world at the moment, and let me know in the chat where you're from and if your country is feeling like this, I'm just feeling this sensation of this impending like doom and gloom. I feel like in Australia, I don't really watch the news or anything like this, but I feel that there are lots of narratives and agendas being pushed to make us feel that everything is collapsing, and food and money and time, and we're gonna basically be controlled by the external forces. And I'm not saying that this isn't stemming from the dualistic nature of reality, where there are dark forces, where there are people who want us to be slaves on this planet. But I really feel like my purpose on this planet, or what I like to believe is my purpose, to help me stay in the higher frequencies, is to recognize where we are buying into narratives and fear, and essentially giving permission for our sovereignty, our signature soul light, to be bleeding through and entangling with these programs and narratives and stories. And how hard it is to hold your own light and kind of like keep in the mindset that, we'll channel some frequencies in a minute because they want to, but keep in the mindset that where your intention, your attention is going at this time is really, because we're shifting through so many realities, so many timelines. There's this deep purge, but then there's this also void where we're kind of sitting there being like, I have this overwhelming sense that everything is going to be okay, but I also have this reality that is showing me everything is not okay. And I wanted to just bring the home note back to how you can internally feel empowered over your frequency, over what you're moving through, irregardless of the external circumstances. And when I speak with clients and I'm channeling different beings, they make it sound so easy. They make it sound just like you flip a switch and you go inside and you remember the light. But when you like can't pay rent, or when the bill, like when your car needs fixing, or when your kids are sick, or when just human life be humaning, it's really hard to hold the framework of the embodiment of this higher timeline, of this new earth reality, of this unlimited abundance, of this feeling of liberation. So I want to go live for a few minutes, and I just felt called to create kind of new series. It's called the Frequency Alignment Series. So each month I'm going to focus on one type of aspect of human existence. This month is the wealth frequency alignment. So I'll be starting tomorrow, going live, and basically just tuning in for half an hour internally and assessing, am I being authentic to my truth? Am I acting out of fear? Am I acting out of lack? And learning to hold the resonance, because they're saying you don't need to always walk around feeling fully embodied in your truth, but they're saying the power of heart, mind, intention, coherence. And they're saying it's actually only 15 minutes, affects the field that we are all playing in tangible ways. And they're saying, watch when doubt, watch when fear creep in. And they're showing me in the sacral, in the root, in the heart, because they're saying those frequency bandwidths are also powerful conductors of reality as well. So they're saying it's not about being this perfect person that's always thinking in the light. It's not about spiritually bypassing the heaviness and the hardships that we are moving through, but how can we internally navigate our own frequency of empowerment irregardless of the external outcomes. So I ask you, where are you placing pressure on yourself to get there? Where are you holding the hose? Is it about your psychic gifts? Are you desperately holding on saying, oh my gosh, I really want to see her, I really want to get this, and like knuckling down? Or is there a fluidity and a flow in your life to say, okay, I trust ultimately I created this path for myself before I came onto this earth, before I embodied this physicality. And I trust that everything is unfolding in my perfect time, even though everything inside of me is screaming, I have to fix it. I have to be in control. I have to be in my masculine and in my doing, right? And it is such a delicate dance between trusting and allowing and knowing when it's time to actually make steps and actions. And all I want to just say is it's just such an inside job. Where are you holding to, I need to make money, I need to make it out of this? Like, where is your nervous system actually just in fight or flight? And how do we make space to acknowledge that that's where your vibratory signature frequency is toning at? And how can we feel safe enough to step into the seat of relaxation where everything you want is in harmony and in balance and in flow? And they're just saying we have had a lot of trauma. We have had a lot of really life-altering experiences that deeply affect the vibratory state of our nervous system. But we can feel empowered over subtle shifts. And it is about consistency. So I want to just run a little bit of codes, but I'd love to hear in the chat, what are you navigating and what are you trying to move through? Are you moving through scarcity? Are you wanting your psychic gifts to be online? What are you? And are you feeling it? Are you feeling that everything is stagnating and that maybe your manifestations feel stalled? Maybe your just external world doesn't yet reflect all of the hard work that you've been doing. Definitely feel stagnated, can't wait to break through in something in a meaningful way. I'm still cocooning, totally. Such a cocoon phase. It's so interesting. I really thought that this year was just going to be so full force and so high frequency. And I just had this overwhelming feeling of like, everything's going to be great. And I forget that when you're tapped in, you can see so many different realities and we're always shifting through so many different frequencies and timelines. And sometimes it can feel a bit like, oh gosh, maybe I'm like wrong. Maybe everything I've tuned into is like wrong, and you doubt yourself. And I just want to hold just a frequency for a few moments into the ultimate frequency of hope and truth and connection and restoration of any doubt, any fear, any liminal space within, so we can just anchor that light for just a moment. Applied for a job since spiritual work hasn't picked up, waiting to hear, called for an interview, funds getting tight, staying optimistic is constant work. Oh yeah. It's so hard not to spiral as well, because once thoughts start, it like, you can just spiral into these different realities, and it's like, kind of like trekking a mountain sometimes, or like surfing. It's just like riding the waves of the intensity of it all. Brenda says, for me, just trying to figure out what truth is. So many say all different things. Totally. Realizing that everyone's realities are based on their own soul contracts, based on their purpose, and no two experiences are ever meant to be the same or going to be the same, and figuring out how to tap into what truth means for you. Some people, it's just about embodying their higher self. Some people, it's about healing their ancestral patterns. Sometimes it's just about being in compassion and awareness of everything and acceptance. So hopefully we can just open the field and connect to your own truth. So if you want to join for this little energy activation for funsies, coming on a little journey with me, closing your eyes. I set sacred space now. Okay, we're just going to connect in to the higher realms. Opening your crown, opening your central channel. We're calling in all higher selves, the ones ever tuning in. And just for a moment, call in your own guidance team. Calling in the angelics. Calling in galactic beings of the purest light that work and support, assist us. Interesting. I'm just going to read the group field for a minute. They're saying many nervous systems are heightened at this time, for the soul remembers living and experiencing through large world-affecting events, large floods, collapses of society, collapses of civilization. And there are many experiences where you did not prevail, where you did not live on this dimension through scarcity imprints are coming from the depths, coming from this quantum energetic patterning that is rearing its head, rearing its seemingly constrictive, restrictive head, because they're saying you all came here to fight the battle, you all came here to resurrect what has not been completed in an embodied way. They're showing me untied loose ends that are yet to be neatly resolved and moved through and worked through. And they're saying this shows up differently for every being, but the themes the co-current interweaving themes of humanity, we are all playing out. They're saying it has never been more potent or necessary to really ponder where your mind is at, where your thought currents are at. They're saying as we move into a fifth dimensional experience, a higher vibrational experience of reality, the thought will more readily, more instantly create physical shifts. And if there is perpetration of the mind, penetration of negative, limiting, constrictive, restrictive thought patterns, which many of you are still moving through the ancestral releasing of ways of seeing the world, ways of seeing yourself, ways of understanding, ways of moving out of third dimensional reality into this synchronistic unification connection into this higher way of living. They're saying one of the hardest things you may do is control and understand the mind. So I just very gently want to they're saying it has never been more necessary or helpful to clear your mind daily. We are all taking in so much data, so much information. Never has information been so accessible, yet never has information been so potentially detaching from the internal guidance system, the internal intuitive abilities. Searching outside of yourself is signaling, in a way, a lack. So let's reconnect. If you're sitting here in this moment with all of these big, they're saying channeled messages, things of the future. They're saying aliens landing, financial collapse, World War III. Let's just gently detach, unplug, relinquish. Any energetic tethers into just clearing fear, constriction of the high heart. And they're saying, let's pause for a moment and investigate what lives deep within the heart. Tune into the frequency that represents your truest light. Call on the stable, fulfilled, expanded, confident, hopeful, trusting. And if you feel very detached from this part of you, just accept and allow, and journey deeper. Travel deeper. The all-knowing part of you lives within. Befriend that part of you now. Feel the tightness in your chest unwind. Feel your shoulders drop. Just take a deep breath. Feel the mind slow down. Feel the nervous system relax. For when you relax, you are a conduit of your own internal guidance. Relax even deeper now. And let's just feel your guides, your angels, your team of light. Tune into the very back of your energy field. Tune into one part of your life you're needing support. Just feel the doorway of light at the back of your field open. And gently feel your angels, beings of light, warmth. Step into your frequency. Doira ondra hilira undoye. Do kushkira anarielo toeki. Doira amdraiki alaye doku. Do kushkira andro. Doshkira indraya lotoye. You were never meant to do this alone. Kuda oro ondra latila. Feel your heart being held. Kushkara undralo to. Release the pressure you're placing on yourself to figure it all out. Doikiela andrai tietatai tushkuto lala to kuila taiki. Dekiela undra ilara tata. Let your heart expand. And if you're ready to release this constriction, just feel it detach from your heart, your shoulders, your throat. We're just going to bring a little lightning into your frequency. This light helps you roll with the punches. Release your attachment to how you think things must happen, how things must look. And reconnect to the fact you're a conduit of the divine. An unlimited being of source. Just expanding your heart for the day or for the night. And using some I am words to close up. I am safe to feel. I am safe to receive. I am fully supported no matter what. I allow myself to be. Opening your being. I give myself a break. All is working out in my favor. Okay. Just placing your hand on your heart. Feel a smile upon your face. I'm just saying, I trust. I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust myself. I got this. Okay. Okay, so they're just saying, learn to ask for more, learn to receive more, learn to open your channels. Bless yourself every day. Your power to affect change in physical reality from the internal matrix, the internal vibratory powerhouse is unlimited. We look forward to assisting you. All. And we're just closing down the channel. Giving thanks to all beings and giving thanks to all humans out there trying their best. So it is, so it is, so it is. And just closing down. Okay. Coming back when you're ready. I hope that this kind of helped you gently shift your frequency, if not just for a moment. I love coming on doing these lives. It's so cool to connect with you all. I'm going to be starting the Wealth Alignment frequency tomorrow. So join me inside the Cosmic Library. You all kind of want to know what my schedules are for going live. If you go to my website, on the homepage, I've just put all the dates for all of the things that I'm doing, and you can connect with me deeper if you want to learn to. We're going to be like upgrading the energy of your bank account. It's such a cool, I did this exercise with a client ages ago, and they kind of showed me how to step into the center of your bank account and see if there's any holes, see if there's any fear of expansion, how to bring in more channels of connection. So that's tomorrow. And then Wednesday is learning how to receive more. And there's a whole thing. But I send you all my love. I hope that you feel slightly shifted and you can hold the embodiment even in the invisible phase of what we're going through, the cocoon mode. So I'll stay on a little more if you have any questions, and I send you all my love. And they're also saying to me to say to you, if you're listening and you channel energy, if you're listening and you channel light language, if you're listening and you have a gift to share, you read cards, you can feel something. They're screaming, get online, get online, get online, get online and help other people. Get online and say what you know, say what you're seeing. Talking out loud, even if you are scared, even if you're not fully sure, and being authentic, being honest, being open, just being fun with it is just like amazing. So put in the chat if you already do so we can connect with each other. Put your website or your YouTube, whatever, and just start. If you are wanting to practice more, every month we're going live inside the Cosmic Library to practice our psychic gifts. The first Friday of every month, it's an hour activation and practicing our gifts to share with people in real time, because I think people just need a community. Like, as much as people want to be activated and need a course to learn things, you also just need to practice. So find all of my events on my homepage of my website, and I send you all my love.